Hey everybody, welcome to another Minecraft style guide. In our last style guide we took a look at a bunch of different paths. You can still sort of see the big thing over there that shows them all. And here's where the village is benefiting from that. So next we're going to talk about lighting. Why am I staring at the default village lighting, you might say? Well, this is to give you a clue about where you're sort of starting off with when you're looking at lighting up your pathways in your villages to really punch up the style. Now, I don't know about you, but I think this default lighting thing looks pretty boring. It's just a few torches sticking out of a black wool block on top of some posts. I mean, if I had really wanted to decorate something super boring, I'd just turn around over here and start lighting torches on the ground. And even that looks a little bit better than this thing. So, but we're really going to talk about how to punch up that visual style on your lighting with some different options that are available to you at different points in the game. So we'll start off with the early game stuff first. Here is a lighting arrangement which actually has considerably more interest than this one. Basically, I've built a 4 tall pole with one sticking out of the third block and put the torch on top of it. So that actually gives us sort of an old world lantern or candelabra sort of look. And you can see it lights up the area just as fine as that one does. Keeps monsters at bay and all that sort of good stuff. But actually adds a little bit of visual interest. And this is available to you right from the beginning of the game. You don't even need to find coal if you manage to get yourself a furnace and make some charcoal to make this type of thing. And notice, I'm using andesite just as a base to pop these things on so they're not sitting on the bare ground, because that isn't particularly attractive as well. Then I go ahead and just dial up this up a little bit of a notch with putting on 3 different candles around the end, just to give this candle pole a bit of shape, some more volume, and to put out some more light in the area. So there's some early game designs that you can take a look at. You should experiment with your own to punch up the visual style of your villages or your home base if you're lighting up your pathways and everything like that. Let's go take a look at some stuff you will find in sort of the mid-game when you're starting to get into the nether. Once again, here is the classic glowstone on a stick. Basically, all we've done is taken this boring design and applied new technology to it. So, and ended up with this boring design. I have seen a lot of people put trapdoors all around that, and let me just show that really quick if I can find the trap. It's under redstone trapdoors or under redstone, and do this kind of thing. And that looks alright, but it looks a little bit kludgy to me, sort of. And I prefer to use, if you're going to go through all this effort, why not spend a little bit of extra resources, or just a little bit of extra fence post, and shape your glowstone thing more like it's on a lantern. And then you can put trapdoors around that as well, if you really feel the need. To sort of give it more of a lantern feel. I myself, in this configuration, prefer the bare glowstone as it hangs sort of down from the light post. Okay, but now we're going to take a look at sort of my favorite glowstone design. I am using in the Redstone Lamp, which is easily crafted. You can check the wiki to find out how to make them. And once again, I made myself a nice tall lamp post, stuck the redstone lamp to one side, and had have a thing sticking out with a glowstone or redstone torch underneath it, so that the lamp is turned on. This is an always-on light. You have enough room to walk underneath it, but usually it's going to be out of your way on the pathway because you're going to move it past your pathway border, and once again drop it on some andesite to make it look nice. Okay, this is pretty much the end game. When you've conquered one of the new ocean temples, you now have access to these things, which are the sea lanterns. Let's pull one down here. And once again, you can do your same sort of light cane setup with the lantern underneath. And these have a little bit of animated texture. It's pretty hard to see. I don't know if it'll translate on YouTube or not. But these actually give off a nice little ambient glow. And you can use them in pairs, especially on your street corners and stuff like that, to give you plenty of nighttime lighting in the area. So let's take a walk down this way and take a look at some in-ground lighting instead. Here we have a glowstone in-ground lighting setup, and it's casting a fair amount of light, which would be enough to keep monsters away. And here we have, once again, the what's that called? That is the Redstone Lamp. Underneath it here, I've got a glowstone torch, obviously, illuminating it. But the benefit of this sort of configuration is if you wanted to run a quick redstone circuit, you could actually make these lamps automatically turn on, say, at sunset, and turn off again at sunrise. This glowstone one is hanging out kind of bare. But again, there's no border or anything separating this from the grass, and it looks kind of, I mean, this one has a built-in border, so it's a little bit better. It just looks unpolished and unfinished. So we'll head over here to what the more polished looks might look like. I'm going to go ahead and build the counterpart on this side. I need some glowstone and some granite. So glowstone, oops, and granite around it. There we go. So this actually gives you a little bit more of a polished look for that glowstone, if you're just using raw glowstone. But again, in my opinion, if you're going to use glowstone, you might as well put the glowstone together in a crafting table and actually make a glowstone lamp, and then stick a redstone torch underneath it to illuminate it. So this type of in-ground lighting looks pretty cool. Next, we're going to take a look at your in-pathway lighting. Here we have bare glowstone in amongst the cobblestone. This is sort of just two messy textures bumping right against each other. Again, what you want to do is just break that noisy texture up a little bit. Here I'm using some andesite, and that makes that glowstone, that raw glowstone look 100% better for your in-ground lighting, just to give it some visual interest and some differences in texture and depth. Okay, we'll move on to the next one. Here's the redstone, the glowstone lamp, once again, with a glowstone torch underneath it. Again, you can run some circuitry and make this and put a sensor to have this turn on or off during only the nighttime. And I've put the andesite border around it just to sort of give the textures a little bit of a visual break. Although, since this one is fully bordered, it doesn't look bad if I just have it in the cobblestone, in the naked cobblestone like so. It looks alright. I prefer a little bit more visual interest, so we'll put that back just like that. And then here, once again, at the end game, once you get these sea lanterns available, you can really punch up your ground lighting with these slick-looking glowing bricks. I've run polished andesite around them, and they end up just looking really, really sharp. So there you have it. Take a nice quick tour again around the loop of the different options of lighting you might consider. And if you have anything you'd like me to try or see in these visuals in these series as far as other types of lighting designs, then let me know in the comments and I'll give it a try. Other than that, leave a comment on the visual styles that you were particularly fond of, that stood out to you if you'd like. And until our next visual guide, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Oh, and don't forget, you can click here to subscribe. Or you can go down underneath the video as you're done watching it and click the like button if you like what you're seeing. And I appreciate your views and comments. So thanks again for watching.